Welcome to the NHCGOP Podcast. I'm Reuel Sample. I am honored to be joined by Jules Rothlein from the New Hanover County Republican Party. He is in charge of election integrity. Jules, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I hope we can have a good evening sharing a lot of good information with people.
New polling shows that a vast majority of U.S. voters support election integrity. And this is by a poll conducted by the Honest Elections Project. And it shows that 88% of Americans support laws mandating a show of a form of ID, including 82% of Blacks and 83% of Hispanics. What's the truth here, Jules?
When it comes to the world of voter integrity and voter ID, it lines up squarely with those people who advocate for voter ID. It does that because we have to make sure that we know who's voting in our precincts, who's voting in our elections. For the last several years, we've been using a system that was incredible. We would sit there as poll observers and watch when an individual would come in. In many cases, they tried to show their voter ID. They were rejected because the laptop operators had to follow what was then the law here in North Carolina. And we went through this kabuki dance. The person was asked for their name and then asked where they live. And if that name and that address was on the laptop, the person can vote. But that person could have been coming in totally prepped on that name and that address, knowing that that person in the laptop was currently deceased or wasn't going to show up to vote, or they were coming in to vote in their place.